Can the love of a father overcome the wheels of destiny? In the great epic Mahabharata, there exists a heart-wrenching tale that explores this very question, the story of Shrutasena, the valiant son of Karna, whose fate was sealed before he drew his first breath. In the vast tapestry of the Mahabharata, Karna stands as one of its most complex characters. Born to Kunti and the sun god Surya, abandoned at birth, and raised by a charioteer, Karna rose to become one of the greatest warriors of his age. But few know the tale of his son Shrutasena, whose life and death would add another layer to Karna's tragic existence. Shrutasena was born to Karna and his wife Vrashali, growing up in the shadow of his father's greatness. From an early age, he showed promise as a warrior, inheriting his father's extraordinary skills in archery and warfare. Like the morning sun reflecting in clear waters, Shrutasena mirrored his father's values of honor, loyalty, and unwavering dedication to truth. But dark clouds had gathered long before Shrutasena's birth. Years earlier, Karna had been cursed by Parashurama, his guru, for concealing his true identity as a kshatriya while learning the sacred arts of warfare. The curse stated that Karna would forget his divine weapons at the moment of his greatest need. However, what Karna didn't know was that this curse would cast its shadow not just on him, but also on his beloved son. As Shrutasena grew into a young man, he became known for his valor and righteousness. He carried himself with the same dignity as his father, earning respect from both allies and enemies. In the courts of Hastinapura, where Karna served as the king of anger and a close friend to Duryodhana, Shrutasena was regarded as a prince worthy of his noble lineage. The winds of war began to blow across Bharatavarsha as tensions between the Pandavas and Kauravas reached their breaking point. As preparations for the great Kurukshetra war began, Shrutasena, now a skilled warrior, stood ready to fight alongside his father. The bond between father and son had grown stronger through years of training, shared values, and mutual respect. But fate had woven a different pattern in its cosmic tapestry. On the 13th day of the war, Shrutasena found himself facing the mighty Arjuna, his father's greatest rival, and unknown to both, his own uncle. The young warrior charged forward with the confidence of youth and the skill of intense training, but destiny had other plans. In that crucial moment, as father and son fought together against Arjuna, the curse of Parashurama manifested itself in an unexpected way. Karna, witnessing his son in danger, reached for his most powerful weapon to protect him. But the curse took effect, making him forget the divine incantations needed to summon his celestial weapons. What followed was a scene of heart-wrenching tragedy. Despite Karna's desperate attempts to protect his son, Shrutasena fell to Arjuna's arrows. The young warrior died in his father's arms, his last words expressing pride in living and dying as Karna's son. The battlefield fell silent, as if nature itself mourned the loss of such a promising young life. This moment marked a turning point in the Great War. Karna's grief transformed into a burning determination, but the loss of Shrutasena would haunt him until his own death days later. The tragedy exemplified the cruel workings of karma and destiny in the grand narrative of the Mahabharata. The story of Shrutasena teaches us profound truths about the nature of existence in Hindu philosophy. It shows how the threads of karma weave through generations, how the actions of the past shape the present, and how even the mightiest warriors cannot escape their destined path. This tale also illustrates the concept of Dharma in its most complex form. Shrutasena followed his Dharma as a son and warrior, fighting alongside his father even though it led to his death. Karna, torn between his duty as a father and his obligations as a warrior, faced the ultimate test of his principles. The relationship between Karna and Shrutasena reflects the eternal bond between father and son, a love that transcends the boundaries of life and death. Their story reminds us that even in the face of inevitable fate, the dignity with which we face our destiny defines our character. In the grand scheme of the Mahabharata, Shrutasena's death serves as a poignant reminder that war spares no one, that the cycles of karma affect both the mighty and the humble. His story, though brief, illuminates the complex interplay between free will and destiny that lies at the heart of Hindu philosophy. As we reflect on this tale today, we're reminded that our lives, like Shrutasena's, are part of a larger cosmic design. While we may not control our destiny, we can choose how we face it with courage, dignity, and unwavering adherence to our Dharma, just as Shrutasena did in his final moments on the battlefield of Kurukshetra.